Good day. In the news now in business tech is a story that I've spoken about at length in the Double O Days meetings across the country to thousands of people in hundreds of meetings. And I really want to thank the people once again that made the effort to go out to those meetings to understand where what we will be discussing now fits into the Bavarian Illuminati plan for a world where you have less freedoms and in the end, no freedoms. And this headline from Business Tech, it reads, Government plans to build South Africa's first new city since 1994. And that sounds innocent at the onset. But like I said, when I cover in the news, it is about your freedom. And that is the main focus. And when we look at this article, we look at the people involved and we look at the words being used, then you need to read between the lines. Some things will be a lot more direct. And you must understand that these cities will be like freedom prisons. And that's an oxymoron. So there will be no freedom, real freedom. You will get everything you want. As Klaus Schwab said, you will earn nothing, you will own nothing, and you will be happy. And I'm not sure to what degree this city will actually have that kind of infrastructure, but I believe that this is the first city planned to be rolled out between the 2030-2050 timeframe, built over that period, and the transition to these new smart cities needs to be completed by then. So if you look at the time frame being laid out, 2030 to 2050, certain things needs to be in place by 2030, the UN's agenda 2030, and then by the UN's agenda 2050, certain things need to be completed. And if you look at the time frames of the city, you'll see how it fits in with that. And approvals for the city will be completed early in next year. Department of Public Works and Infrastructure's Minister Patricia De Lille says work is underway to develop both a new city and a smart city for South Africa. Answering oral questions in Parliament this week, De Lille said that the new city would be the first of its kind in South Africa since the democratic elections in 1994. This project is still in early planning stages and several studies will need to be completed before construction starts. And I quote, the framework is being developed through an intensive research and consultative process, which will then culminate in a strategic and action plan for a new democratic city in South Africa. She didn't say a democratic country, she said a democratic city. Think about what that means. And they will redefine democracy. We don't live in a democracy right now. They will actually make people believe that what they are creating is a democracy, when in fact it's a dystopia. I continue the quote. So far, we have set up the core project team and a reference group, and we have developed the terms of reference for the project. We will further set up a stakeholder communications and research unit that will look at international best practices. This unit will look at other countries and the models used for building new cities and towns with both local and international scholars tapped to research the project. Now, if we are proudly South African, why don't we use South Africans to do this? It's because it has nothing to do with South Africa, it has to do with control. The law said that an investigation into land ownership will also take place so that a decision can be made on the best place to build this new city, with no official decision made on the location as yet. Well, there's no decision made, they have a flippin' good idea where they want to build it. These processes are set to be completed by April 2022, after which a final report will be presented to the Cabinet and the Interministerial Committee. Following this, a proposal will go out to build this new city in an open and competitive procurement process, De Lille said. What she forgets is that cities in the past developed naturally. You had a city center, there was a business hub, there was maybe a harbor, a railway, and many other things, and then the city just developed by chance. Now they go and they build a city. They plan for it like you plan for a house. Draw up plans, and boom, Bob's your uncle, you just build it. Come on, people. Lanseria Smart City. De Lille clarified that this project is separate from the new smart city being developed close to the Lanseria airport in Gauteng. As I've mentioned before, there are many smart or super cities under construction, and the first thing they put in place are the cameras to monitor you and the walls to keep you in. She said this smart city is being headed up by the Gauteng provincial government and surrounding municipalities. The Lanseria Smart City Development aims to create the first post-apartheid city in South Africa based on best practice in urban sustainability and the smart cities principles. It is to be inclusive of the broadly defined South African socio-economic spectrum and must stimulate a vibrant mixed urban economy, the master plan states. I see the guinea fowls are competing with me. It's really awesome. So this city will be built surrounding the Lanseria International Airport north of Johannesburg. So for anyone living close to there, this is coming in a project expected to take around 25 years to complete. Sitting in the center of the development, the airport will be the main economic driver for the city's growth. Strong residential growth in the surrounding areas is expected, supported by improvements to existing roads in the area. These new smart cities need to be built not just because of population growth, but because people need to be removed out of all the rural and landy and hilly areas outside of metros to put people inside metros where you can easily monitor, track and trace and control their behavior. And I've made people aware of this for some time now. I've been aware of this for decades, the planning. But now to actually see it play out, with smart cities like in Dubai, etc. And, if you look at many of the Arab states, those were targeted by the Rothschilds as places where these cities will be developed. And when I do my presentation on roads to nowhere, and I will announce that very soon, and then you can respond if you want to be a part of that presentation, Roads to Nowhere, I will cover a lot of the detail with regards to infrastructure. And it's not going to be what many people expect. I always put a twist and a turn in there. So, smart cities are coming. They are going to be constructing and building them and planning that. What we are planning on the ground is to make sure that nothing that is built right now will remove our freedom. If anyone tries that, it will not be successful. And I really want to thank you in your efforts to change the future narrative of the country. If you have not yet joined this channel as a member, consider joining and watch all the presentations that I've given. That's all part of the membership fee of $59.99 a month. And YouTube takes 30% of that to administer everything. So please don't make payments to my CAPITEC bank account. You do it through your card. You make sure that it's internet capable for internet purchases. And then you become a channel member. And then you become part of the Double a Days channel membership community. And it's really awesome community. We have a live chat every Thursday evening. And I reveal many things there. And last night, I revealed most of many things that have been a burden on me for a very long time. And what it does is it creates a possibility for people to think of new ideas based on what they've experienced in their own lives, and especially within their research. There's no right or wrong. It's just information, and people can do with that information what they want. But consider becoming part of that community. Join our live chats every Thursday evening at 8 o'clock. And then you will also have access to all the unique membership videos that I make. You will be able to go and watch all the past videos. And there's very important information there right now. And what the membership does is it creates a filter to make sure that people that want to stop the work that we are doing, that they don't get access to information to try and stop this work. It's not a perfect filter, but it's a filter nonetheless, and it's actually very effective. So I really want to thank all the people that's part of the community. You are literally changing the future of South Africa, and we can see the effect of that on the ground. It is actually working. We're seeing the results, and I really want to thank you for your efforts in helping me and my family and everything we're doing to create a future South Africa where our children can just live in freedom and where they can choose to not live in a smart city. Thank you very much. Till the next video.